Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about undressing. Not physical undressing, please. We're talking about emotional undressing and verbal undressing before your toddler, your preschool child, your teenagers, your young adults, and even your adults. What do I mean? So many parents undress before their children. They verbally insult themselves, they fight. Some of them verbal fights, some even gets physical, gross disrespect between spouses. Children witness this from being toddlers to being young adults. They may just not say anything, but just with tears in their eye, but it fractures deeply, it cuts deeply. It makes them unstable. It makes them not just internalize, but they now normalize trauma, which is not good. Parents, you're the first teacher your child knows. So you have to take responsibility. If you're going to raise a child, raise a human being, you have 18 years to do that. 18 years is the official adult age, so it doesn't come as an emergency. So you're ready for that. So you have to take responsibility. So you're not just training their disciplining them, you're training their eyes, you're training their ears by what they hear, and you're also training their minds, you're training their emotions as well. So for the long-term effect of all these fractured undressing verbally and undressing emotionally before children means that the child may be silent. But if you just raise somebody with deep trauma, with deep pain, that also is normalizing pain if he or she doesn't know the right path to take, and that's not okay. When we dress up to go to work as parents, as guardians, uncle, or whatever you are, whoever you are, you don't dress up outside on the road, on the street, on the highway. You dress up in your house. And you come and say, oh, you look good. Oh, you look fantastic. Oh, this dress looks good on you. 10 over 10. You look very, good. Take it to having maybe conflict, verbal undressing or emotional undressing. Can you manage your conflict so that it's not something you are doing in front of the children all the time? So their emotion is not fractured and their gentle minds are not fractured, and they are growing. So many children are growing up with trauma a lot, and they're just internalizing. So if you don't dress up outside to go to work, now can you dress this your emotion and verbal emotion, verbal abuse, whatever? Can you sort it out so that what the children see is minimal or nothing at all? Is it possible? The code for today is don't undress before your children. Verbally, that's abuse. Emotionally, find a way of settling your differences. There would always be that misunderstanding between couples, but how do you manage your misunderstanding? How do they see you handle conflict? How do you teach them to handle conflict? I've seen parents, for instance, mother say, doctor, that my husband, a useless man, no, a very useless man, no. You just hear that from parents, say, very useless man. And before the children, you're calling their father useless. It's not okay. Even if he doesn't provide anything, you're already making an impact on that child. Oh, my father is useless. And we'll turn out seeing all men as useless, which is not true. Or the father would see the mother, your mama is a woman in our local palace, meaning a stupid woman. Stupid woman, and she gave birth to your children. So there's a way these things can be handled. People have to learn to take responsibility. So don't find out that you're not just living for yourself, you're living for the children. You're impacting and imparting generation next. I've seen young adults say, man, I've never seen my parents fight too. But I've seen them just argue a little and it just ends there. Back in the days, I worked in northern Nigeria, far north, and I came back from work where I lived in the quarters. We also had a young boy that lived around there as well. So this child used to be fond of me and was like, but I want to be a doctor as well. So I came back that day from work. He was quite sober. What's wrong with you? He said, doctor, I'm very, very angry. What's the reason? He said, my dad beat my mom very well and I couldn't respond and I didn't like it. I said, oh dear. That was my son. Oh dear. He said, ma, you know what I'm going to do? I said, no. And this was a 9-year-old talking. He said, when I grow up, I'm going to revenge on my wife. This thing my dad did to my mom, I'm going to do it to my wife. They can't beat my mother like that. And I can't do anything. Auntie, I can't do anything. I'm going to do it to my wife. They can't do it to my mother. I mean, I'll do it to somebody in our local parlance. I'm like, oh my goodness. The boy at 9 already is planning how to transfer trauma, how to go and modernize and maybe get worse with this thing he has seen. So is it the code you leave for them? Verbal abuse, emotional abuse. You're insulting their eyes, insulting their ears, and insulting their minds, training these organs wrongly. So they are internalizing and normalizing trauma. Not okay. Rearrange your dressing code, your emotional dress, your verbal dressing. Should be okay. It can be learned. So your children end up well and end up better and make you proud. Thank you.